Clara asks it loud enough for the tables around us to hear. Her mother smirks into a glass of burgundy. Her older sister, Bethany, does that tight little laugh rich people use when they think they're being subtle. My wife, Lauren, studies her wine like the answers are at the bottom. I just smile. Because the host stand is 20 feet away and any second now. "Welcome back, Mr. Jason," Chris says, appearing at my elbow with a leather wine list and the kind of respectful smile you give a boss. "Would you like your usual table?" Three things happen at once. Sylvia, the matriarch, freezes mid-sip. Bethany's fork stops in mid-air. Clara's smirk evaporates. I could draw it out. Instead, I nod at Chris. "Not tonight. Close out their drinks. The food's already covered." He turns to my in-laws. "Mr. Jason is the owner here, our executive chef. We comp his meals." Silence. Delicious. Heavy silence. Rewind. It's Clara's 26th birthday, and we're at my restaurant. The room I designed, the menu I wrote, the playlist I mixed at 2 a.m. after service. Exposed brick, Edison bulbs, the hum of a dining room that's booked 3 months out. I walked in through the front door tonight, not the alley. Call it an experiment in patience. Clara opens with, "Can you even afford to eat here?" Lauren's quiet. That always hurts more than the jab. The first plate lands. House-smoked salmon on rosemary salt crackers with dill cream I obsessed over for 6 months. "Too fancy?" Clara pokes at it. "Got anything fried?" "Tiny portions," Bethany mutters, examining the cracker like a crime scene. "I don't get the weeds," Sylvia says, shoving aside the microgreens that cost more per pound than her handbag strap. I swallow the lecture about technique, sourcing, and why a first course is not supposed to feed a village. I wait. The lamb arrives, our signature herb-crusted rack with rosemary juice, the dish that made a critic cry in print, and Clara ups the volume. "Jason, seriously, this entree costs more than you make in a week." Click. The boil finally rolls. And then Chris appears. "Welcome back, Mr. Jason." Curtain up. Lauren blinks. "You own this place?" "Every square inch," I say, finally sliding out of the costume I've been sweating in all night. "Kitchen to cellar. Those chairs, too." Clara's mouth opens and closes. Sylvia sets her glass down like it might explode. Bethany looks like someone just taught her calculus in ancient Greek. "You thought I was broke," I helpfully supply. "A guy who left finance to play house in a kitchen." No one argues. "Let me make something clear," I say, keeping my voice even. 5 years ago, I was a spreadsheet zombie in a windowless cube. I quit. I did culinary school mornings, prep afternoons, dish pit nights, burned, broke, and happy for the first time in years. You called it a phase. You asked when I'd get a real job. Sylvia introduced me as, "He used to work in finance. Now he's, cooking." Sylvia studies the tablecloth. "Then a hotel investor tasted my duck with cherry gastrique and asked if I'd ever thought about opening a place. He staked me. I built this. We turned a profit in 6 months. I bought him out last year. Food and Wine featured us. The mayor hosted a fundraiser here. You didn't notice because you never asked." No one breathes. "So here's how it works from now on." 3 pairs of eyes snap to me. Rule 1. No more digs about my career. This is my career. These 37 people on payroll, that's my real job. Rule 2. My restaurant isn't your party prop. If you want in, you reserve like everyone else, and you pay like everyone else. Rule 3. Retire the backhanded compliments. I don't need your approval, just your basic respect. Clara whispers, "We didn't know." "Right," I say, "because you never asked." Lauren's hand slides over mine. "I didn't know you'd do this tonight," she says softly. "I'm glad you did." For the first time all evening, I exhale. After. The test isn't that night, it's the weeks after. Sylvia calls twice before I pick up. No lecture. Just questions about how the fall menu's shaping up. She listens. Progress. Clara texts a thanks and asks for the reservation line like a regular person. No, can you get me in tonight? Nonsense. Bethany actually books her anniversary in our private room. No discount fishing, full deposit. I watch from the pass as she tells friends, with zero irony, you have to try the lamb, signature, dish. But the real shift is at home. When Sylvia tries a passive-aggressive rerun, Lauren shuts it down. When Clara turns a joke about my dramatic night, Lauren says, necessary and overdue. We talk too, the hard kind, about silence that felt like betrayal, about being a team or not being at all. It's work, worthwhile. The restaurant keeps humming, another glowing review. A second fundraiser on the books. Marcus becomes executive. Sow. I onboard 3 culinary school grads and realize I'm becoming the mentor I needed at 32. Every morning I come through the front door now. I stand in a room that exists because I ignored their limited vision and followed my own. Guests lean over shared plates. Servers glide, pans sing in the back. That's the real victory. Not their approval, not the social media tags, not even the wait list. It's this. I built a house where craft is respected, people are fed, and the kid who was told he was playing house signs paychecks and sets standards. Families welcome, under the same rules as everyone else. Can I afford to eat here? I own the kitchen. The better question is whether you've earned a seat at my table.